Oh, all you gotta do is just hold it. It's recording now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're good.
It's not going to stop on me, is it? Okay.
I think it has 2 hours recording time or something.
Batteries are good. All right. Great. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Trey Shannon. Nice to meet you, Seth. Valerie, nice to meet you as well. And there are these folks here. We've got some people, some perfect strangers that are now going to become friends to witness your wonderful, beautiful day here.
Here they are. Here they are.
Ohio to our humble donut shop here. I really appreciate that. I'm one of the co-owners of the place and am illegal to do this in all 50 states. Wow. So it's a legal deal. Are you guys ready to take the plunge here, right? And Columbus is a great town. I know there's a lot of inventions in Columbus, I think. Wasn't everything invented in Columbus? More or less? Everything in Ohio. Wasn't the cash register? We'll throw the adding machine. So the adding machine. So let me give you a little voodoo mojo here, right off the bat. Roll out this. Get the spirits. There we go. A little of the old voodoo dust. It's been there for many years. Breathing in the voodoo dust. I always like to tip my hat to Isaac Hayes, R.I.P. Isaac Hayes, but his strong arms have been keeping this place alive for a long time. So thank you, Isaac, for all the good times and for the better times to come there. So Isaac, anytime during your journey together, just think of Isaac's strong arms holding you guys up together. And that's our mayor, Tom Potter, as well there. So Tom's always a good time, and he's not quite that crazy looking. No. Where are you folks from? Out there.
Vancouver.
Vancouver, all right. So we got people from different states here. Anyway, I always like to sort of, at this point too, I assume you guys have probably seen each other naked coming out of the shower. Okay, that always makes me feel good. What I'd like to do too, I'd like you to hold hands now at this point. And using some voodoo chalk here, the gods will create something upon the floor for our newlyweds to be. That looks all right to me. Got a little blue. Black. Okay, continue to stare at each other. Is there any I don't know if you guys have vows or something, but maybe you can tell me a quick little story about how you met, or something that would be, family friendly and interesting for all of us to maybe get to know the two of you just a little bit better.
Go ahead with how we met.
Well, when we met, it was kind of odd. I'm a big movie geek, and so is she. And we were at an Oscar party at a theater in Columbus.
The officially sanctioned Oscar
party.
Oh,
wow. Oh, were you all dressed up in the whole 9 hours?
No, I was.
Pretty much. Got you guys. Yes. I got you.
And I was in front of her, and she had just recently come off a divorce, or dissolution, excuse me. She was out there with her girlfriend, and I was in front, and I was totally engrossed in watching trailers while waiting for my turn in line. Well, anyway, I got up to my turn in line, and for whatever reason, they actually had upgraded me from just the normal ticket holder to a super premium ticket holder, and she was one of the super premium ticket holders with her friend. And so we ended up sitting together and talking, and her first question to me was, do you know where the Predict the Oscars ballot box was? Yes. And then, of course, I was going to get a beer, and she asked, well, can you get me a can of that Sophia Coppola champagne in a can? I love that stuff. Bendy straw.
Very classic.
So it started there, and ended up giving her my number, and she, for some reason, called back. And since then, it's been a downhill slope.
I like to hear that. You didn't have to use the old popcorn trick on her.
No, nothing like that.
All right. Well, speaking of the old popcorn trick here, this is the old-fashioned donut. This is the donut here. That was a wonderful story, by the way. And now, what year was that? What was the last?
That was 2005, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was the movie that won?
$1 Million Baby.
Nice work. All right. Speaking of that, this is the old-fashioned donut. The old-fashioned donut, I think, it's kind of the most magical donut, so that's kind of why I chose it for the two of you. It's the only one that really does that flowering like that. No one really knows why it does it. It just does. None of the other donuts do it. And it's the only donut that you don't use a timer for. So I don't know if you can use any of those messages. Don't really worry so much about your time and your timers and things. Just kind of let things happen as they may. And it sounds like you guys have been doing a really good job probably with that anyway. Do you guys each want to take a little bite of this to help that? And you don't need to, but if you do, that would be a good time to do this.
Sure, why not?
Feed each other a little bit of this donut. Valerie? Rice bowl, but now you guys will take care of that. Let me get you guys a napkin. Don't want to start off this too sloppy. Let's put that in and hand that back to me. And what we can do is put that in a bag, and you guys can put that in the freezer and pull it out 3 years from now and share it again. Like that. The only other big message that I have really for you guys as your bearing a donut wedding here is our lamp, or the cruller lamp. That looks like a French cruller to us, and if you look straight up, you can see how intricate and confusing it gets, and that's just always a really good. That's a good way to realize you can get all the way to the top if you need to. Yeah, things are twisty and turny and maybe not always for the best, but it's a beautiful thing anyway if you look at it as a whole. So, I mean, if you kind of remember Isaac Hayes' arms and the cruller lamp, it might help you through any sort of funny times. Of course, the old-fashioned donut is magical in all of those as well. At this time, too, I'd like to know if, to continue the wedding, I want to make sure that the spirits within the house, if we can continue this wedding. So, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon the spirits. Show me a sign, any kind of sign at all. Oh, hey, there we go. And we can continue right along. With these perfect strangers here, I'm sure none of them are going to speak up, but if there's anybody out there who thinks that these two shouldn't get married, this is your time to do it. I don't want to hear any funny business back.
No, we're all good.
All right, they're all good. All right, well, that's good. I think we can totally continue on right here. I guess there's some rings now, and we always like rings because they're round and look a lot of donuts. At this point, if you want to slide a ring, and I don't know which one's which, I'll let you guys.
I don't know.
Why don't you do you to him first, and you to her last? Valerie to Seth. Cool looking ring.
Wrong hand.
Nothing prepared. Oh.
Is it your left or right? Whatever you guys want. I never know.
Thank you.
I traditionally. That's looking right. That slides right. I want you to give me that box and get that out of your hand. And here you go, somebody else. You.
Okay. There you go.
So good. Might need a little saliva on that, baby.
I'm thinking smiley K's, yep.
You're not hurting me.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Nice. Look at this.
Free smell of remember?
It's, mine is Trey.
So, oh yeah.
You can still bend your finger. All right. Well, at this point, this is a really good time. So, Valerie, do you take Seth forever and ever and ever, and Voodoo and Sin to be your lawfully husband?
Yes, absolutely.
And Seth, you take Valerie forever and forever and forever. Take Valerie as your lawfully husband.
Absolutely.
Well, at this point, I get to say the 3 words that I like to say, which is kiss the bride. Woo! There they go. They're going to make out. And right here, we're going to put the broom down. You guys hold hands, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, jump the broom and start your honeymoon. You guys are going down to Willamette wine country and have a good time there.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are officially married now. Way to go.
Cool. Thank you.
So you guys want to get some good photo shots here?
Oh, sure. Yes, please.
There you go. Isn't that a beautiful
There we go.
thing? Look at
Okay,
these two.
now, if you don't mind.
I'm gonna